Hi, people. Welcome back from the music break. Welcome to Life Matters with Aanu Adedire. And if you're just joining us, you've not missed so much, even though you missed a tiny bit. Yes. So today we're having Laolu Gbenjo, and we just played his latest single, Aljometa. Oh my God. It takes me back to the days when I'm in Ibadan. And you know, Ibadan, I tell people that the history, the kingship, the everything of Fuji and Akbala is from Ibadan. If you dispute it, well, you're on your own. Welcome to Life Matters with Aanu Adedire. And on the show today, we have Laolu Gbenjo. He's going to be talking with us about his music career, his experience, his challenges, how he even came into singing that Fuji song. I don't understand. And just encourage us out here that are into the music ministry. And yes, so yesterday, let me give you a gist. Yesterday, we had this teaser. So we started this teaser on the show where we come up with different questions, some about our guests, some about the host, some about the brand itself, Life Matters with Aanu Adedire. And when we did that, we had our amazing winners yesterday. We had Vera Nwaka, we had Shade King Oyewusi, we had the Tolu Olisa, and we had Naomi. So the first brand we're shouting out to today is Perfect to Fit, Pattern to Fit. It's Pattern to Fit is a brand owned by Tolu Olisa, and this brand, they help you get the best of the best designers to help you with your clothing. So if you want to go holla at them, get a very good fashion designer, you just go to Instagram at Patterned to Fit, and they're gonna all back at you and follow you back. And also Naomi made a shout out to our lovely host Aanu Adedire, and wow, the shout out was really touching. Like, I had almost tears on my eyes yesterday when I read it. And when I woke up this morning, Diary of a Niger Christian Girl gave a Woman Crush Wednesday to Aanu Adedire. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yes, so this morning, probably things I want to talk about, and I wanted to ask, how many of us are following the Instagram page at Life Matters to Aanu Adedire? If you're not, you're missing a whole lot, because every Tuesday, yes, every Tuesday we'll be putting out a teaser. There'll be a teaser every Tuesday, so you don't know if you have a brand, if you have a service you want us to shout out to, if you want to sponsor, if you want to join the team, you just send a direct message to at Life Matters with Aanu Adedire on Instagram, and you can send a mail to us at lifematters@gmail.com. So you can see that we are ready for you, like any day, anytime. So before we have the show rolling, we're gonna play a beautiful song. I think everybody knows this song, So Beautiful by Laolu Gbenjo, and this was one of his songs that was in the album Takeover. So this is So Beautiful by Laolu Gbenjo.
My life so beautiful. Make my life so beautiful, Jesus. You make my life so beautiful. Make my life so beautiful. So beautiful, Jesus. You make my life so beautiful. Make my life so beautiful. Make my life so beautiful. Make my life so beautiful, Jesus. You make my life so beautiful. Shake me up, shake me up, shake me up, shake me up, shake me up.
Welcome, sir. We have our guest already in the building, and he's looking all calm and gentle. Eh? Yes, so if you're just joining us on the show, welcome, 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 welcome back from that music break. You know, when you have people that write amazing songs in your life, you just don't want to, but just want to meet them and say, how are you doing this thing? So people, welcome in the house. Welcome, welcome, Laolu Gbenjo. We should have like a clap thing where we'll be making that noise
Hello.
of the clap.
No, you have to buy
I have
bell
to buy
or
a bell,
tambourine
actually. I really have to buy a bell.
or tambourine
Yes, probably a
or
shekere will do.
shekere.
Welcome, sir. How you doing? So
I'm
we
doing
want to
great,
talk
thank you.
about, okay, so for those that are just joining us, welcome to the show. This is Life Matters Aanu Adedire. And today our guest for the day is Laolu Gbenjo. And yes, we had already played his latest single, Alujo Meta. Before you even talk about yourself, come and tell us, how did you come about that song? Yes.
The Alujo Meta. Okay, well, I think
Okay.
about a month ago, Wilson Joy, that's
Okay.
House on the Rock music director. He came up with a challenge on Instagram that anybody should, a Fuji challenge, that if you can write Fuji, you can sing Fuji, and if you are the winner, I will give you a recording for free. I will record for you for free, worth 500k. I don't sing Fuji. I don't sing Fuji. I don't know how to sing Fuji. Though I do Tumba, I do I live, But that's okay. Let me give it a try. So I was in my room, and I just took my pen and a paper, and before you know it, under 2 hours, 1 hour, I wrote Fuji. I composed a Fuji music, and I did the video, and I
wow. Oh my
tagging. And after a few days, I was declared winner.
Congratulations. Yes. So rest assured, I know you hail from Oyo State, but not from Ibadan. Sorry. All of you that hail from other parts of Oyo State, I just feel like you guys are just like...
Yeah. No, I'm from Ibadan, actually.
I love my Ibadan people. See, if you're from Ibadan, you know anybody from Ibadan, or you've lived in Ibadan, this is a big shout out to all my Ibadan people. Yes, I love Ibadan so much.
Ibadan feeling so.
This is super amazing. And I know you are the second child of 5 children. So, like, are you like the only boy, or like you have other sisters or brothers?
Exactly. We have 4 boys.
Wow.
I'm the second.
Wow.
We have twins and my elder brother. So I'm the second.
So what made you move to Lagos in 98? I want to hear that Ogbomoso story. Because I remember that there was a time we talked about Ogbomoso story. So we want to hear the Ogbomoso story today.
Okay, I was born in Lagos, but I used to fall sick those days when I was younger. I used to fall sick, so my mom had to move me to Gbenjo with my grandmother. So my grandmother, that was where I had my childhood, my primary school, secondary school, and life there was not funny at all. But I thank God for the training, but the school I went to in the Gbenjo, we were taught English with Yoruba. You understand?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Wow.
As you can see, I see have some little diction. I see have some bad diction. It's because the way they taught me when I was younger. I was taught English with Yoruba. Those days they would say, "Kini anpeni now near de gesi."
Oh my God, that was not schooling then. Oh my God.
I'm telling you, to me, it was, they used to call it Jelio Simi. Let your mother rest at home, Jelio Simi. And I remember when I was in JSS1, school that they taught you English with Yoruba now. Our CRK teacher then came into the class and he wrote something on the board. He wrote paradise. Paradise, if you look at the word paradise in English, is also the same thing with paradise in Yoruba. So he said, okay, everybody pronounce this word.
Oh my God.
Paradise. The guy said again and again. We shouted again, because we thought we got it. Paradise.
Oh my God.
One more time. Paradise.
Oh,
and the guy said,
oh my God.
hey, Tinti Bayi, she paradise. Only penny paradise etikuleni. Lock the door. And the guy beat the hell out of us.
Wow.
I'm telling you the truth. So it wasn't funny. So I came to Lagos early, let's just say early 2000. No, 1999. 1999. So I came to Lagos. So when I came to Lagos, I could not speak English. I could not even speak, not even pidgin English. Not even where you they go, regardless of where are you going. So it was difficult. So I could not communicate with friends. I was always indoor. I didn't want to look for anybody trouble, you know. And I remember one of those days, my younger brother looked for my trouble, and I was running after him. So I chased him, and he just went outside, say, "Hey, uncle, come and see. You want to beat me? You want to be? Tell him to talk." And he knew I could not speak English. And the man said, "What happened to you? And why do you want to beat him? I'm talking to you. Can't you talk?" I said, "Tell him to speak up. Tell him to speak up. He can't speak English. You want to beat me?" And there was no way I could express myself. And I had to act as if I was angry. And I said,
Wow.
And I just left. And the guy said, "Come back here. I'm calling you. I'm talking to you. You are late. Come back here."
Wow.
Man, it wasn't funny. But, so I thank God. And
now that's all story. That's all story. When did you go full time into the ministry though?
Yeah.
Because I know that for most people, they first have joined, for most people that I know, they join this band, that band, back up for this person, then they now go straight into the music ministry. So how did that work for you?
Okay. Well, when I was in Gbenjo, I was not singing. I was in choir, though I was not singing. I did not know how to sing. So when I came to Lagos, everybody in my family used to sing. Everybody, up till now, everybody sings, right? But I was the only one who didn't know how to sing. So they used to laugh at me. Look at you, you don't know how to sing. They will just run one scale. You can't sing, or you can't sing. So I was like, oh my God. I had to pray to God, Father, just teach me how to sing so that these people will not laugh at me again. Just teach me how to sing. So I had to pray to God, and somehow I prayed to God, and I started singing. Somehow.
Wow.
I don't know how
That's because I know that some people always laugh about that thing when you're making jest of people that you don't know how to sing. They'll be like, "I'll pray to God," but you're the first person that I will actually hear that prayed to God literally and got an answer and started singing. That's amazing. That's amazing. So when you started singing, was it in Ogbomoso or you came to Lagos to start singing?
In Lagos.
So how was it like having so many people already singing, having a lot of people that were already on ground, already popular, already doing a lot of things?
I know it was crazy. It was crazy. It was one of the worst. You know why? Why? Because don't forget, I could not express myself. I was not speaking any English, so it was bad for me. And I just started learning how to sing. So whenever those days, anytime I sing, and I will use all the key on the piano, and my brothers will laugh at me, and I will vow that I will never go back to singing again. And I remember one of those days, I wanted to introduce a song that, what chapter, verse what?
Nigerians, oh my God. God.
What chapter? So,
wow.
And I vowed that on more alive. But somehow, I found my stage again. And that's how
Wow,
So
wow, wow. So I know you have a music entertainment project, or should I say, like, you have a company called Pleasant
the company,
Sound Entertainment.
Pleasant Sound, yeah, Pleasant Sound, yeah,
Yeah, your company is Pleasant Sound Entertainment. So,
exactly.
how did you come about the brand? How did you balance work with? I know you have two adorable. Oh God, I so much love your kids. But how do you balance everything? Because I know it's a whole lot. If it's a woman, we know that the man is the one doing like all the work. But when it's a man like doing music full time, how do you kind of balance doing music, running the company, and also being a family man?
Okay, where is very easy for me. I've always loved doing business. I advise every musician to do business, because
Okay,
ministry is not that easy. You need money to run ministry. Ministry is
true.
expensive.
Hmm.
I've always been
Mm,
doing business.
mm.
The business I do is
Home
still
ministry
around
is
music.
expensive.
Of course, music is expensive now. The business I do is still around music. So I'm into sound, live sound for events,
Okay.
uh, sound for events, recording and all that. So, well, for me, during the week, I'm always with my family. But
Okay.
weekend, my working day let's just start from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Monday,
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm with my people.
You're always with the family. That's good.
Mm, mm.
So for you, do you think that Nigerian gospel scene has formed a good niche? Like if you look at the American or the Australian, like Hillsong, like the Black gospel entertainment, like all this, even in the UK, do you think that in Nigeria we are coming together to have like a good niche of gospel artists coming together, working together? Do you think we are progressing towards that level?
No, we still have a long way to go.
Mm, mm, mm,
We
mm,
still have a long, 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 long way to. Everybody's just doing his own thing right now.
mm, mm,
You
mm,
understand? Everybody's
mm.
just trying to survive, still doing the whole thing. Let me tell you something. 2000, I released my first album 2008, and after my first album, I had very high hope that man, after my first album, people will start buying the CD, churches will start calling me and all that. And 2 years, 1 year after that, nothing was happening. You go to
Mm,
churches, nobody wants to buy your CD. They were pricing your CD 100
mm,
naira, pastor telling you no on a rum and all that. And I looked at my
mm.
life. I said, Lord, is this how I'm going to
Wow.
continue my life? So
Mm, mm. Wow. Balancing the ministry, money, music and money, you can't remove.
so because of that, I was discouraged and I stopped singing. So I stopped singing for good 5 years.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I stopped singing from that
Mm,
2009. I think within 2009,
mm,
2010, I stopped singing. I
mm,
stopped singing. So people were calling, churches were calling, oh, we want you to come and minister for us.
mm. Wow.
Mention any name now.
So
Call this my
for
friend.
fun fact, when they Gbenjo stopped singing for 5 years after his first album,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
wow.
Because I was
This is my
discouraged.
first
Because I
time
was
hearing
discouraged.
that.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Wow.
stopped singing. So this fateful day, my friend Peter K, my friend is in US right now. Peter K is in
Okay.
US right now. So he was launching his album and he he called me up. He called me up that I should just come and take a solo or like a worship. So I took a worship and the glory of the Lord was filled the house and everybody, the presence of God came down and somebody came up, walked up to me after the meeting. A man of God walked up to me and he said, the Lord said I should tell you that you left your purpose.
Wow.
That if you trust him again, he will help you.
Mm, mm,
I was
mm,
like,
mm, mm,
from
mm.
nowhere to nowhere. I knew this man was saying the truth, but
Wow.
because I could feel it in my spirit. He said, the Lord said, I
Mm,
should tell you that you're in the wrong purpose. Like, trust him again.
mm,
The
mm,
first question that came to me is, Lord, where am I going to start from? After how many years? All my friends are gone. I don't want to mention it. Where will I start from? And you know, so I talked to my friend. I talked to a friend of mine. I said, just start anyhow. This should be 2014, I think. 2014. So 2013. So I had to call my guys again, try to build another band. And I told them, I talked to them. We went to one of the E3, I think Chicken Republic on Ikoyi.
Wow.
That God will help us again. I said, okay, no problem. So we started singing. So I wrote So Beautiful. I wrote Baba Faye Medabira 2014. Yeah, I wrote Baba Faye Medabira at that time. And I did my concert. I did my concert in KICC, Maryland. And we had so much crowd.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
From there, it's been interesting. God has been faithful.
God has been faithful. God has been faithful. And I'm happy that you're really pointing out a lot of your experience. I know that you do a particular show in Festac. What's the show about?
Okay, that should be last year.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, because a lot of people were thinking maybe I wanted to start a church. No, never, never. Lie.
You're not a pastor.
Let me tell you the secret. Let me tell you the secret. It was a friend of mine, Pastor Sam. He's a pastor in Redeem. He's a pastor, so he just started this youth church. So he was like, okay, Laolu, you have a brand, testify. Let's build this program as if it's your program. You've not done any program in Festac. It's gonna be on Sunday morning, and the church is in ShopRite. Where the church is a very hidden place, so nobody know that it's a new church around that area. So I said, okay, you know what? Just come Sunday morning. I said,
it celebrates you, Bumi Dada Asukwa. We celebrate you, ma'am. Okay,
so I said, okay, let's just call some of us. So I spoke to BJ Sass. These are my friends, Palmyra, another, and we did the program Sunday morning, and the church was filled up.
Wow.
I'm telling you, the Sunday morning, there was no seat, there was no space for people to sit. And since then, it's been the number of the church has increased since that time.
God is good. God is good. I want to talk about something that I know I learned from you, and that's building relationships. You know, people always feel like when I get to this pedestal, I should not talk to certain people. But one thing I think I respect a lot about you is that you don't care if it's young, it's old. You have a good relationship with a lot of people, and whoever connects with you just automatically, like with no stress, just connect with those that are in your circle. How important would you advise people to hold on to relationships they build, or also even build more relationships with people that will make them better?
I will tell you something. Pastor Matthew Ashimolo said something. He taught us something. He said, you are 5 people away. You are 5 people away from your major breakthrough. Did you hear that? So that was what Pastor Matthew
said. Away from your major breakthrough.
So if you do not treat this person right, if you think you don't need this person, if you go to this door, you may need this person. So a lot of us ask, we pray for money. God, give me money. Going, no, what you need is not even money. What you need is people in your life.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes,
so
very, very
for me personally, I don't joke with every relationship God has given to me. It's a privilege. When you know this person is a privilege. So I think it's what everybody should learn how to do. connect with people and treat everybody with
Relationships are
respect.
very, very important. They're very, very
Exactly.
important to build,
Exactly.
and also to don't just build a relationship just because I have people that will say, I know Laolu Gbenjo, and that's what they want to like parade around with. Like, you're not even building that relationship to understand, okay, let me build this thing with this person. Like, I remember the first day I heard Bumi Dada Sokoa's song, it was amazing for me. And she read that and I'm like, oh my God, like I never expected it. And since then she had been an amazing guest on the show. And same, how I met you was just even very funny. How I met Laolu Gbenjo was very funny. But yes, building relationships is very, very important.
We met
It's
online now.
also, yes,
We met
yes, we
online.
met online. I think Big Bolaji posted something and you commented, and I was even commenting on Big Bolaji, and you laughed at it. I'm like, okay, celebrity commented on my comment. Oh my God, like
And you like, you always no tell people that you always look at me like, this guy, is this guy born again at all? You always look at me as someone who's not born again.
yeah. One of the questions I always ask him is, are you sure you're born again?
Because this guy will go to gym, he will go and be showing flexing muscle. He will not, because see, you are not the first person who said that. There's this pastor. There's this
Oh
pastor.
my God.
He likes me just like what I do. He likes my passion and all that. But he was feeling in his heart that this guy, Eliyo Molon, this one is not born, can never be born again. So he called a friend of mine. Is born again.
Oh my God.
Oh, his friend is born again. Go and check it. Go and check his work, his music on YouTube. And so the guy watched some of my videos and said, "Oh my God!" And the following month, the guy invited me to his church. You understand?
Wow.
I'm telling you, because the truth of the matter is that I think our temperament also determine how we do everything. Because I've been to a church. I've been to a church. There's this ministry in Aja. Anytime I go to minister there, the woman of God just wants everything solemn. All this my jumping. Anytime I go there, I don't jump. Anytime I'm singing, this is the day that I will have to quote Bible. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. It has to be solemn. But one of my mother in the Lord, Pastor Shola Lewi, she's a minister in Redeem. If you don't have ginger, if you don't have gigi, you're not in charge.
So through your experience, I would say that you have built yourself to understand each person's, should I call it, taste?
Yes.
So that you don't just because okay, I have this set list. It is Laolu Gbenjo, we will jump, we will dance, but you understand it per time, like per each church, your environment.
Exactly. What actually makes you a professional is, as a singer or as a musician, ability to study the environment and give it what it needs, what it takes. You understand? You get to a place now, okay, you see, this is what they do here. You do what they do. You know, the Bible say, okay, not the Bible, sorry. The people, they will say when you are in Romans, you act like Romans. You understand? So when you study the environment, you try to flow with them. By doing that, you can carry the people along.
So in your experience so far, would you say that it's better to go solo as an artist, or you should be attached to a church? Because I know most people start from the church and they say the church is not supporting, and they've been doing so much with the church and they're scared to pull out because they feel that if they pull out, then that crowd, that presence they've already had and built over the years, they won't be able to build it. So do you think that it is necessary to be attached to a church, or just go solo and let God just let God direct you?
I still believe strongly. I believe strongly that every worship leader, every gospel artist should have a church where they serve.
Okay.
I believe I'm this kind of person who believes that there's a limit to what you can achieve as a musician or as a minister without a pastor covering. You understand? We have somebody who can talk to you, can relate with you. You understand? You know, so I believe you should have a place where you serve. You understand?
Okay.
At the same time, I know that church has disappointed a lot of people. We know that. We know that. We know church has disappointed. I don't want to talk about that one. You understand? I know that. But I believe when you have this mindset that, okay, I'm a man and my destiny is in my hand. When you get to heaven, you will not say, it's my pastor, it's my deacon,
pastor, so.
It's my wife, it's my friend that they allow me to fulfill my destiny. It is you and you and you and you. As you serve, also apply wisdom. You understand? As you serve, also don't believe it's solo. But you know, for some people, it works for them.
As you serve, apply wisdom.
Apply wisdom. Apply wisdom. Apply wisdom. You know, but some people, it works for them. If it works for you, glory be to God. Glory be to God. You know, nobody can say that you have God is not a God of all pattern. The way God deals with you, I know it's different the way God deals with me. You understand?
True.
So, God is beautiful. You understand? It can be this gentle to this person. It can be this to this person. It can be this. You know, it's a very beautiful God.
So, I remember a story, and I just wanted to summarize. What I want to talk about is your emotion at that moment. Like, did you question God? And that was the story when when Adedire was in the car and someone stole the car. Like, for me, it's something that I can't put in my head. Like, I literally see someone taking my daughter away. Like, so yeah, I want to talk about that process and how God helped you heal through that process, and when you got her back and everything.
Thank you, Jesus. You know what? I remember it was just one of those. This should be 2 years ago, right? I think 2 years ago. Okay, I went for this event and I came back and she was complaining. My daughter, she was complaining that she was having like a pain in her mouth. So I went to get her drug somewhere close to my house, and I wanted to buy a Rabina so that she can take the drug with Rabina, something very sweet. So she was sleeping in the car, and before you know, this guy, I didn't switch off the engine of the car. I came down because it was just close to my house, just beside my house, and the guy just jumped into the car and drove the car off with my daughter. And I remember I was like, shaking in Risha. When the car was moving, my hand even touched the car. I was like, stop that, Joe. So, but we ran after the car, took a bike before, you know, the guy had gone. But as Jehovah will have it for me, being a merciful father, my second phone was in the car, and I was calling. I called the second phone, and the guy said, "Excuse me, I'm driving." Joe, only bati eje. Omo la sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, give me my daughter. And the guy said, "If you call me again, excuse me, I'm driving." And before you know it, 2 hours had gone, 1 hour had gone. So I had to call one of my mother in the Lord. So we raised a prayer chain. So everybody started praying, and we called the guy again. And the guy said, he made a statement. He said, I don't know why I don't just get that camera to kidnap this guy. On the normal day, they kidnap her. I don't just get that camera to kidnap this girl. Where I go drop her somewhere for you, Sha. Just come, go around that Ejigbo. Go one street there. I go drop her there. So we started beg the guy. So I called again. He said, I go. I don't drop her for that street. So near police station. So we went there, and my daughter was just in the middle of the street. We're just crying, my daddy. And we just give God the glory. People, you know, mothers around that area came. Who is your father? Little girl, 5 years old. You're like, my daddy, come anything I clever so. My daddy, who is your father? How did you get here? My daddy. So okay, before that time, I went to the police station. And the police are like, my daughter, they took my daughter away. Calm down. Waiting happen again. My daughter, somebody came, snatched my car, took my daughter away. This world wicked. Now so they took carry your picking go. Officer, what are we going to do? Wait, I tell happen again. Julius, tell Julius, what did he say happened to you? So it was at that moment that I was on my own. So I went to the middle of the road. And I knelt down on the street. I said, Father, you know I have no other God beside you. If this guy took this guy away, if I could not find my girl, which mouth will I use to praise your name again? All I need, Lord, show me mercy. Let me find Oluwafayi Midabira again.
Jesus,
I knelt down. I know the police were looking at me. I said, Father, show me mercy at this point.
Thank you, Jesus.
And that weekend, I was having like 7 programs, church programs, events, and others. See, this weekend, which mouth will I use to praise your name?
Oh, Jesus, what a wonder you are. Oh.
After that time, I called the guy. It was that after the prayer, I said, okay, I will drop her. So went there, and I just saw when I got to that street, I saw a group of people, and I just felt like, maybe my daughter will be around us. So I just shouted her name, Fin Follower. I said, yes, daddy. That's when I busted and I started crying. And the women say, we can't release her. We sure is your daughter. We can't give you this girl. I started crying. Then I brought out my second phone. I showed them my picture, the car picture. And I said, okay, you can have your girl. And that was
you know what you said just made me remember the scripture that says, and David encouraged himself in the Lord. Like, Lord. I can't imagine how you would have felt if you had to cancel all those programs and nah. God, we thank you, God. We thank you, God.
I don't know. To God be the glory, but I don't know if I would have canceled that program. No? Important day in my life. Every important day in my life, I'd always spend them in the presence of God, no matter what. No matter what. I don't know.
It just makes me remember the Gbenjo song. Today, I will lift up my voice in praise, for I know you are always for me. Almighty God, you are my all in all. No matter what I face, when trouble comes my way, I will praise
the Lord. The truth of the matter is that every word of encouragement we've shared on the pulpit, on stage, it will be tested. It will come back to you.
So, what's brought about Baba Fayemi Dabira?
Okay, my son Baba Fayemi Dabira.
Yes.
My daughter's name is Oluwafayemi Dabira. Finfolua Oluwafayemi Dabira, like Gbenjo. That's Gbenjo. So I wrote that song for her.
Wow. So that song, because if you listen to it, and we're gonna play that song, when we listen to it, it's more or less like a song that's from the deep. I think it's in Takeover medley. So we'll go on a quick music break and listen to that beautiful song, Baba Fayemi Dabira.
That's a long time. 2014, right? Yeah, 2014. did you get all this music?
I'm taking over, taking over.
Taking over, taking over.
I'm taking over, taking over.
Taking over, taking over.
Next level, next level.
Next level, next level.
New season, new season.
New season, new
I'm
season.
taking over, taking over.
Taking over, taking over.
Taking over, taking over.
Taking over, taking over.
Next level, next
Next level, next level.
level. New season, new season.
New season, new season.
Okay, you go that good, that's my
Fire with Bobby Rowe. Fire with Bobby Rowe. Lójú ẹ̀rọ mi, ó gbé mi lékè àwọn ìṣòro. Lójú ẹ̀rọ mi, ó gbé mi lékè. Mi dábìrà, bàbá ń fàyè mi dábìrà sẹ́. Hi, Minister Timothy Oduremi.
Sister Folufemi, I see you. Mr. Labode Femi, I see you. Abe Tuja, I see you. Pastor Femi Oyetunde, I see you. I see a lot of my Facebook friends.
So you did a kind of, what do you call it? What do you call it? Yeah. Oh my.
Lord, I give you praise. For every storm you brought me through. I'll give you praise for you. Somebody said we should talk about Shaprapra. Aanu, let's talk about Shaprapra.
Okay.
Let's talk about
Welcome back, people. Welcome back, people. Welcome to Life Matters with Aanu Adedire. And for just joining us, you missed a great deal. We've been having an amazing show with Minister Laolu, Gbenjo. And before we wrap up the show, I want to ask you something. Why do you always go to the gym? Why do you always go to the gym?
Aanu, people say we should talk about Shaprapra.
I'll talk about that before the end of the show. I have just 6 to 7 minutes to the end of the show, but I want to talk about the importance of like having that fit lifestyle as a music minister, because of so many people. I know a couple of guys like Timmy Dakolo. I know a lot of people that go to the gym, but I know Dari also does. But I want to ask how important. I've seen Dari in the gym before.
Which Dari? That one, he only went. He went to gym to go and take picture to oppress me. That is justified.
So how important is how important? Someone said he has to look good and stay fit. So is there any other reason why you actually stay fit regularly?
I think Mrs. Ruth Adewale has said it all. Just to look good and stay fit. And I like when I wear my shirt and my shirt is just fit on me, not because of anything.
And not having the comma belly. So yeah, by popular demand, before you give us like your encouragement before we end the show, I wanted to ask you, there was a big controversy about your latest single, Alujometa, and people were like, it was not good. You were using a secular slang. You were this, you were that. What brought about the Oshaprapra slang in the song? Because I know you said Obatimoni, Oshaprapra, Obatimoni. So what came about that?
Song, we were like, okay, what is in vogue? How do we connect youth? People, because Oshapra is not what I will go to stage on Sunday morning. I will say, everybody lift your hands, let Oshapra. No. It's for the people on the street. You get what I'm saying? And if you look at the word Oshapra, it means something genuine, something cha-cha, brand new, you know,
like
something original.
Even the word has been since when I was young, like can you hear Charagon, Osha?
God bless you. You get charani, wakba, you get. So that is the meaning. But because it sounds so funny to people, so people feel like maybe Wizkid uses to God who made heaven and earth. I don't listen to Wizkid. I've not heard. I don't even know whether Wizkid use it. You understand?
I don't know.
I don't know. But you know, I know this is word that people on the street use, and I want to connect with them. And if you want to do Fuji, you just have to do something. Fuji is all about.
I don't want to be Raz, but streets. It's basically for people on the streets. Like Fuji, for me, Fuji Akpala is for the street. Like when you see people, it's just like Twale. Kabies, I have come to give you Twale. Twale is something that Twale Baba.
Twale, you understand? Not slang.
Sorry, I'm a very touch person. But my Ibadan self will always let you know that it's a Fuji thing. It's something that if you're doing Fuji, you don't act touch, you don't act like, oh, you're very calm, coordinated. No. It's just like this what they call it. This song by Mike Abdul. It's me again, God, as I come before you today. Like you can't do time to praise the Lord. It's time to praise the Lord. Oh yeah, da. You have to be Raz. Like you can't tell me that you're a Christian and you're all too calm, coordinated. So when you do why didn't they attack the song? Yes. So for me, I feel like people Minister Kemi Adewale, I celebrate you. So for most people, I think someone even asked, how did they know that it was a secular artist that brought up the Osha?
Seriously, I don't know. I never knew. I don't listen to any secular artist.
The song Alujometa. Alujometa is an amazing song. It's a song that if you're going to yes, I'm very Raz. If you're going to, let me give you areas in Ibadan, Bere, Odiaje, Tameri. If you are going to, what they call it, Ajegule in Lagos, if you are looking, you are going to Okokomaiko, you can't go, and that's why I appreciate Akporo for the street praise he does every month. Do you understand? If you're going to Oshodi, you won't go and sing, Lord, I live tonight. You have to do that kind of thing. You don't
they don't understand. With time, they will grow with it. Okay, another slang we spoke in we use in that in Ilsha proper. We say, Obato Shana wo letiko so mi to lepa. Let me explain that. Let me explain that. See, Oshana wo.
So, for those that don't understand Yoruba, Oshana Wale means that someone that enters with fire, and we know that God is a consuming fire.
Consuming fire.
So no water can quench his fire. So that's what Oshana Wale is, entering with full force of fire. So as a wrap up the show, we're going to end the show with Alujometa. Yes, we're going to end the show with Alujometa. But before we end the show, I want you to give us a word of encouragement.
Aanu, people are begging that you should not end the show.
Okay, let me end the show on radio and it will continue live on Facebook. Okay, so for those listening to us there, AmenRadio, thank you very much. We've come to the end of the show. People don't want us to leave right here on Facebook. We're having too much fun. So come along to Facebook and come
do this again.
My name is still Aanu Adedire, and God bless you. Follow at Aanu Adedire on Facebook, on Instagram, and at Anutomi on Twitter. And if you've not liked the page, go follow at Life Matters with Aanu Adedire. If you have any life person issue, if you have anything you want to discuss, or send a mail to lifematters@anuadedire@gmail.com. God bless you. This is Alujo Meta.
Thank you. God bless you.
We have to dance to this. For those that are viewing us live on Facebook and Instagram, if you are not, you are missing a whole lot.
It's okay. Come on, so we pay.
You do Yahoo say it again.
Ìwọ tó yẹ kó yíyà. Èmi ti lọ o.
You are great.
You are not a man that you should know. You're the son of man that you should know. It's a mighty we proclaim that you are great.
You are great. You are great. You are not a man.
Are you ready?
Osha Prapalava. Osha Prapalava Timoni. 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 Welcome back, people. Okay, so okay, people. So today we had too much fun. If you have any questions for Laolu Gbenjo, you just send it, hit us up with a question that you have for him. This is April special. March special. So this is the last show for the month of March. It has been super amazing. I didn't have to go to the gym, see workout. Oh my God. So another song that I wanted to talk about was the worship medley. What's that about?
Sure, we can do that one next time, Babi.
No, we can talk about it. We'll just reduce the volume and you talk about it quickly.
Okay.
So the worship medley, because that's my mom's favorite. To be very sincere with you.
This Yoruba medley, Yoruba I like medley.
Yes.
Yoruba I like medley. I think the medley just came one of those days, and I just had this leading that I should go and record it. So I went to the studio, I just recorded it, and it's to a lot of my fans, that's the best.
I love it. I love it. Sorry, some people go from fan to family to, I don't know. What else am I to you? But yeah, we had an amazing time with you this afternoon. It was great to have this show with you. I wouldn't have had more than enough fun with anyone else. God bless you, Mr. Laolu Gbenjo. I pray that the oil and the purpose why God has created you will not be in vain in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
And I pray you soar from glory to glory, you soar from strength to strength. Amen. Mega blessings in the name of Jesus, and everything you lay your hands upon will always prosper.
Amen.
We love you. Thank you for supporting the AmenRadio.
I love you too. God bless you.
You're an amazing part of this brand, and I thank you very much for your love, for your support, and for the days that you are just very amazing and you're not amazing. But I want to say a big thank you to you. God bless you. Thanks for your love and support. And yes, finally, we've come to the end of the show on Facebook and also on Instagram. Yes, Life Matters to Adedire team said we love you, sir. God bless you. God bless you. And more hits coming up. Don't worry. Like I always say, watch out for me and Laolu Gbenjo on stage one day. You think that you can jump? Don't worry. You know that I can. I'm not disgracing myself. Yeah, Laolu Gbenjo is the jumper. I'm the dancer. So let's just do it like that. So thanks, people. God bless you. Thanks for tuning in today. God bless you. We meet every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Nigerian time, 11 a.m. Alberta time. So you don't want to miss this. 5 p.m. GMT. So my people, my beautiful people, next week Wednesday is going to be hot. We're going to start the month with something hot. My guests for next week are lined up and they are waiting to unleash. So you don't want to miss this. God bless you, people. I'll see you next week. God bless you, Mr. Laolu Gbenjo. Thank you very much for being an amazing
God bless you.
guest.
Thank you. God bless you. I celebrate you. God bless you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you very much, people. God bless you. I'll see you next week. Bye.